let's begin. Let's rock and roll. This is Kyle Johnston mic'd up. These are my sports plays of the day. This is March 8th, 2017. February flew by. March is fucking doing the same, which is nice. Conference tourneys are in full swing. The ACC continues. Big Ten. The big conference tourneys are starting to kick off, which is fucking good. I got a fucking handful of college picks for you tonight on the board. We squeaked it out last night with Georgia Tech. For all those who are sweating it out like me with the under and Georgia Tech at plus 2.5. But that's the tourney, man. That's college basketball. That's what it is right now. It's spontaneous. It's erratic. It's sloppy. But it's sports at its finest. It's at its purest, fucking basically. Sports at its purest. But let's hop up and in on the plays today. We'll start on the frozen pond tonight. Because I don't have too many plays, because there's not too many games. Once again, the NHL schedule is all fucked up. Whole fucking shitload of games last night, shitload of games Thursday, Saturday. You know, like, I'm used to the routine by now. But, you know, people who play fantasy hockey, people who like the fucking handicap games, you know, sometimes seeing such a small board on a fucking Wednesday night when they pump these Wednesday night fucking hockey games up so much. It's kind of disappointing. But the Boston Bruins, they hosted the Detroit Red Wings. The Red Wings lost to the Leafs last night 3-2. Catch that under. That's another game we had to fucking sweat out. We were losing weight last night, fucking winning some money. But the Bruins, they host the Red Wings. The Bruins are minus 280 right now on the money line. That's too much to fucking lay. The Red Wings are playing back-to-back. Don't really trust them. Total in this game is 5.5 pucks, so I like the under in this game. The Bruins, Tuukka Rask, solid goaltender. The Bruins defense, I think, is a little underrated. I think they play all right. And basically, if the Bruins top line, Pasternak and Bergeron and the boys, if they don't fucking score, who scores? The Red Wings, they've struggled with scoring all fucking year. I have no idea if Mrazek's going to be in net. I'm pretty sure he played both back-to-backs last time out. I think that Caro, he finished his stint in the AHL. I'm not sure if he's back up at the parent club or not. But regardless, Detroit struggles at putting the puck in the net. The Bruins will be ready for this game. I wouldn't be shocked if the Bruins win this game like 3-1. So I like the under. Now in the NBA, we'll save college and we'll save some Champions League talk till the end. In the NBA, there's a couple games that I like. The Indiana Pacers, they host the Pistons. Their first game home after a long road trip. I don't really care in this situation. The Pistons have the Pacers have owned the Pistons. I think it's a fucking good spot for Indiana. They've been playing a lot better basketball. They haven't been able to put a streak together. They win one, they lose one, they win one. But they're playing much better basketball since the fucking break. Much better basketball since all the Paul George rumors fucking got quieted down. Pacers are laying 4 points right now. I'm pretty sure it opened up at minus 3.5, so we're seeing some movement towards the Pacers. Total in this game is 208.5. I got no play on the total, but I like the Indiana Pacers to cover the 4 at home against the Pistons. The Pistons just don't play very well on the road either. Pistons are a very erratic fucking team as well. You never know what you're going to get out of Van Gundy's fucking Pistons. Indiana's 8-2 straight up in their last 10 against Detroit. They're 7-3 against the spread in their last 10 against Detroit as well. I look for that to fucking continue tonight in Indiana as the Pacers cover the 4. Now the Pelicans, who have fucking struggled since picking up Boogie Cousins. Everybody thought they'd fucking rocket up the fucking standings, make a push for the playoffs. It hasn't been quite that way. Sacramento Kings haven't been much fucking better. They're 2-5 since picking up Boogie Cousins. They host the Toronto Raptors tonight. They're laying 3 points at home. Total is 203.5. I like the New Orleans Pelicans. I think this is just a good matchup for them with their big men. Toronto's weak in the paint. Very fucking weak in the paint. I look for fucking Davis and Cousins to own the paint and kind of control the game. And I don't think the Toronto Raptors are going to have anything to fucking throw back at them. They're going to fucking, DeRozan's going to get his double teams. They're going to get the ball out of DeRozan's hands. If they're smart, the Pelicans, they will. And then the Raptors are going to struggle putting the ball in the fucking hoop. That's what they do. Ever since Lowry and DeRozan have went through their injury struggles, they've struggled to put the ball in the fucking hoop. So I like the Pelicans to cover the 3. And they fucking were disastrous against Milwaukee, Toronto. Fucking, they've been disastrous on the road. They were making people a lot of money earlier on the road, man. Raptors on the fucking road were a fucking money maker, man. They were covering spreads. And then ESPN started talking about them, catching on. The spreads weren't so big. The spreads got bigger. The value kind of disappeared. Then they started to struggle. So I like the Pelicans to cover the 3 points tonight in New Orleans. The good thing about the conference tourneys is that games kick off pretty fucking early. One of my plays, actually both my plays are off the board right now. Basically, you can grab them on the in-play here. We'll start with these two. But I like Clemson. I like Clemson at plus 6.5 to cover versus Duke. Now, Duke beat them by 2 points at home earlier this year. Clemson plays Duke pretty tough. Clemson's been playing good basketball lately. They've won 3 in a row, including last night. Now, Duke have been win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1. They went on a little bit of a run when Coach K came back. But losses to UNC, losses to Miami, losses to Syracuse, all away from Capitol Hill. Definitely, is it fucking, I got that fucking wrong. I know that for a fact. I don't really, I'm not a Duke fan, put it that way. But, Chapel Hill, sorry. So away from Chapel Hill, they've struggled, man. They've definitely fucking struggled. So I'm going to take the hot team right now. I'm going to take Clemson. Now, I know they beat NC State last night. And they're fucking a bunch of pushovers right now in the ACC. But I'm going to take a team that's hot right now. And we're going to continue that trend with another pick. So I'm going to take Clemson to cover the 6.5. Now, I also got the over 143 in the San Jose State-Utah State game. These teams have just been cashing to the over when they meet up. Just cashing to the over. The game went over 144 earlier this season. I think we're going to see much the same today. I wouldn't be shocked if Utah State comes away with a victory here, but San Jose, they're not pushovers. They're going to fucking give them a run. Not that Utah State's fucking anything special. But I like the over 143.5 in this game. Now, for a couple games that go on a little bit later tonight. A couple games kind of caught my eye, starting with San Diego State. So let me just find her here. San Diego State, they're laying 10 against UNLV. Now, the Running Rebels are a fucking joke. A once fucking storied program is now a fucking joke. They're awful at home. They're even worse on the fucking road. San Diego State's been playing good ball. They're a solid fucking team. Coach Fisher knows what he's doing. He gets into the conference tourney. They're always a dangerous fucking team. San Diego's 10-0 straight up in the last 10 against UNLV. 6-3-1 against the spread in those same amount of games. San Diego State beat UNLV by 13 at home. They beat them by 13 on the road. And I look for them to win in double digits again today. I like UNLV minus 10. Let me repeat that. San Diego State won by 13 at home over UNLV. San Diego State won by 13 in UNLV in Las Vegas. And I like San Diego State to win by double digits again today. Now that sounded a lot fucking better. Now Wake Forest, they take on Virginia Tech in the ACC tourney. I think Wake Forest is somewhat of a dangerous team. They can put up some points, but they give up a lot of points. They're a fun team to watch. One of the better teams to watch in college basketball. Very exciting games. Play a lot to the over. 21-9-1 to the over on the season is Wake Forest. Now, Wake Forest is laying 3 points. It was 2.5. The total in this game is 162. I like Wake Forest in this game to cover. I got them at 2.5. It's up to 3 right now. Now, Wake Forest beat Virginia Tech at Virginia Tech earlier this year, 89-84. So I expect an exciting game today. And I expect Wake Forest to show up. Now, Virginia Tech, they've been struggling a little bit. Well, they've won 3 out of their last 5 going into the tourney, trying to make a push. They're gonna have to run the table. Now, Wake Forest, they've won 4 in a row. They just need a half-decent showing in the conference tournament for a half-decent seed in the March Madness tournament. So I like Wake Forest today. I like Wake Forest to come away with a victory. They're just the better fucking team. So I like the Demon Deacons at minus 3 or minus 2.5. Which brings me to Pittsburgh in Virginia. Another big ACC game going down today. Now, I wasn't too high on Pitt. I thought Georgia Tech might have been able to win that on the money line. We'll take the point spread. I didn't have them on the money line. I had the under in that game. I had Georgia Tech at plus 2.5. But Pitt got the job done, and I think they're going to be a little bit dangerous for Virginia. Virginia, they play pretty good basketball on the road, very similar to at home. Nothing special, very boring, very defensive. The total in this game is 116.5 for fuck's sakes. Right now, Virginia's laying 9.5. It opened up at 10. No, I wasn't able to get them at 10, but I like Pittsburgh at plus 9.5. I think they hang with Virginia. I do think the Cavaliers get the job done, but I think they win by 5 or 6. And Pitt has a chance, maybe near the end. If they hit a shot or two, they have a chance to foul, keep the game interesting. So I like Pitt to cover the plus 9.5 points against Virginia today. I know that's a shitload of fucking games. I got the lighting working a little bit better. I'm back here at my parents' house. I went looking for that sweater. No idea where it is. So obviously, she just threw it somewhere and I just can't fucking find it. Now, she said that she didn't bring it with her, so it's gotta fucking be here, right? Or she left it in her ride's fucking vehicle. And that's why she can't find it at her place, and that's why it's not fucking here. Again, it's not the end of the fucking world. Like, the fucking sweater was ripped at the cuffs. It's fucking ripped all near the bottom and shit. It's got holes in it. Like I said, if that sweater could talk. But I just had to, make sure I wasn't going fucking insane. But then again, yeah, it's not the end of the world. I'd rather fucking cash these fucking wagers. I enjoy shopping anyways. So, spring's on its way. It's basically springtime here in the GTA. We'll probably get hit with one more cold fucking spell, but other than that, it's pretty nice. So I'll go shopping and grab some spring fucking gear, because I enjoy it. You gotta fucking, we pad the bank account, man. We might as well fucking spend it. That's why we do this shit, right? So remember, you can find my work on Twitter at KJohnstonMic'd Find my work on Twitter. I just thought about Champions League there. I was like, fuck, I didn't talk about any Champions League. But Arsenal, you suck. Bunch of losers. Arsene Wenger. The anguish on your face. You were aging. I know you're old, man, but the last 2 or 3 years, man, it's just fucking beat you the fuck down. We can see it on your fucking face. You can see it sitting on the bench just watching this. And I don't know if, like, I know you do have an ego. You try to say you don't. You try to be very cool, calm, and collective about it, which is smart. But you do have an ego. That's why you clash with your players all the fucking time. I don't know if you're trying to beat Fergie's record, his longevity. But even if you last 26 years or whatever at Arsenal, what the fuck have you won? What have you won? What have you won, Arsene Wenger? What have you done? Especially in a fucking world, a sporting world where it's what have you done for me lately? And all you've done is sell your best players. All you've done is let the supporters down. And it's not just Arsene Wenger, it's the fucking board as well that sit there and drink their fine-ass champagne, rack in their ticket prices. Like a little leisure club. They remind me of the Toronto Maple Leafs of the Premier League. Back when the Leafs had all that fucking money and there was no salary cap. You can just fucking spend whatever. And they had some big-time players. Some big-name players that definitely weren't fucking big-time at the time. And they just wined and dined all their fucking, the company suits. Not much has changed. A little bit has. But fuck, man. So anyways, you can find my work on Twitter at kjohnsonmikedup. You can find my work on my website, kylejohnsonmikedup.wordpress.com. Barcelona fucking makes a run. Never seen it over-under at minus 350. But remember, if you're not laying money down on the table, you're not winning.